Hey Millionaire Car Salesman, this is David with Local Auto Leads here, and in the next couple minutes I'm going to give you 3 tips to improve your internet leads via your organic SEO. So let's jump right into it. So the top 3 things that I can recommend as an SEO expert to help you increase your local SEO and start gaining more internet leads via Google, because no matter how trusted your brand is, it will never be as trusted as Google. And so, number 1, you need to assess your on-page, and we're going to give you free tools to help you do that so that you'll be able to assess your on-page SEO 100% for free. Number 2, you need to get into the Google Maps, and I'll explain to you what that is and why. That's number 2. And number 3, paid traffic, how to use it properly to increase rankings via an optimized landing page or your Google My Business listing. So let's get right into it. First of all, let's explain real quick what is SEO. So if you're a Nissan dealer in Baltimore, you'd have 390 people searching for Nissan dealers in Baltimore. If you scroll down here, you can see these are the paid ads, ad, and most of you guys know this. I'm just going to do this for the benefit of those maybe brand new dealerships or maybe brand new BDC managers that don't know the intricacies of page 1 of Google, or how important it is for your dealership to be properly represented and branded on page 1. So again, this is all paid ads. You can see here ad, and customers see that as well. This is the very first organic listing, and this is unusual in the fact that it's above the maps. But you can see here what stands out is this big old map, and this is the maps pack. This is local organic. This is Google's new partnership program and preferred program. They send the most business to these 3 positions right here, especially via mobile, and we all know that mobile is now 65% of all search traffic, right? So if you are not in this 3-pack right here, you are definitely not getting the bulk of those 390 free organic searches that are coming to you every single month, all right? So if you open up the map here, you're going to see there are a ton of dealerships in Baltimore, and they're all competing for this one placement. So if you were to do these car dealers in Baltimore, you'd see a little bit more competitiveness, and there's 480 searches a month for that, right? And then you see here there's actually an ad here, which is smart on them to do an ad, because that's where the bulk of the traffic is definitely coming. This is in the maps, and I'm going to prove that here in just 1 second. I'll get right to that. All right, so we've got the used car dealers in Baltimore with 480 monthly organic searches, and you can see there's 2 people paying for ads, and you can see, man, Maps has been getting funny. They were only showing the 3 dealerships when there's actually all of these dealerships competing for those 3 positions. So obviously the rest of these individuals are not sharing that 480 searches a month. That's why it's vital for dealerships to get into this map. So, and again, I told you I was going to prove that, and here it is. So here's a proof. Churches in Norfolk, VA. And you're saying, whoa, David, what are you doing? Churches, we're in the car business. I get it. Hang with me here real quick. Churches in Norfolk, Virginia, you can see we're being told there's no search volume, right? Well, actually, this is my client here in Upward Church, right? And so let's go into the back office. Let's go into the Google My Business, and in your Google My Business here, you'll get all this data as well. And what is the Google My Business? That's when you open up a Google My Business, you get a Maps listing. And so every one of you have it. You need to log into the back office there, and you'll see the stats. And so what is the stats saying? 6,100 searches in the last 30 days, or views in the last 30 days, 4.37 thousand searches in the last 30 days, and 3,600 people actually took action in the last 30 days. That's a lot of information, right? That's a lot of traffic for a search term that supposedly isn't getting any searches. So imagine how much more traffic you're going to get when you're in there and you're actually in a location that's getting searches, okay? So number 1, definitely that's the paid. This is the maps or local, SEO local, Google local, and this is organic. Everything below the map is organic. This is still vital and very important for you to be here. But this is where the bulk of the traffic is coming from on mobile, 100% via the map. So let's get back to the free tools now that we understand what SEO is and the different aspects, the paid, the organic, and the hyperlocal. First free tool that I suggest that you utilize is called Page Optimizer Pro. Page Optimizer Pro. I'm not affiliated with this tool in any way, shape, or form. This is just a high-level SEO tool, and I come from an extremely high-level SEO background. I'll prove that here in a minute with some of our global rankings. But what you want to do with this tool is you want to go ahead, first check out the video. It'll explain. They're very, very upfront and explain everything to you. What you're going to do is you're going to put in your website. And you're also going to put in your desired keyword, whichever keyword you want to be on page 1 for, and then you're going to put in the competition that's already on page 1. And this tool is going to dissect based upon its algorithm and what's already on page 1. It's going to break down and tell you, based on your website, what you need to do to make those changes. And it'll spit out a list for you. You'll then just give that list to your webmaster, and he'll be able to fix all of those changes for you, and you'll see a dramatic change in your ranking. So this tool you can run, I believe it's 3 reports for free, and that's why I've included it. There is a price, there is a cost to it if you want to upgrade it, but it's very cheap. It's ridiculously cheap, even for any standards. So PageOptimizer.pro. PageOptimizer.pro. That's the first tool that you're going to want to use. All right. The second tool that you're going to want to use is localfalcon.com, and this is going to tell you where you're ranking in the maps pack, in the 3-pack, right? So no matter where you're at, you're going to want to find out where you're ranking here in the 3-pack. And I'm going to show you an example here. Another client of ours, Garage Doors Pittsburgh, and we're going to just copy that keyword. That's a keyword we're going to use, and this is our client right here. Steel City Garage Doors, page 1, number 1, and then again, page 1, number 2, Steel City Garage Doors. And this keyword gets 320 searches a month, but we want to see, this would only show you one keyword, right? And we know we're ranking for more than one keyword, so we'll take it back to this tool, and this again is free. You can do that. You can run some searches on this tool. I don't believe there's a limit, but we'll find out. Alright, Steel City Garage Doors, here we go. So we'll do that. We'll widen the grid a little, 5 by 5, and we'll bring it out to a kilometer, because I know that we're pretty heavy with this client. We've been pretty successful with his campaigns, and so we can widen it out. You may not be able to do that where you're at if you haven't had any specific work to your Google My Business rankings. You'll probably want to tighten this up to make sure that you're able to get a nice variation to see exactly what's going on with your rankings. So that's localfalcon.com, and again, this is going to show you where you're at and where you're ranking in the maps, so that you know what kind of help that you may need to do to get into the maps. And so that's the free tool number 2. All right, and so that was the assessment tool. This was the maps, the Google Maps tool. And the third way is paid traffic. Any type of paid traffic that you're utilizing, that you're spending funds on, you need to be sending it to an optimized landing page that is SEO'd properly for rankings. So what do I mean? I mean, don't send that traffic to your homepage, right? So there's ways to do it, and there's ways to do it the right way, to where you can use that same traffic that you're spending dollars on to force Google to put you here in this map pack. And then after you're in there, you'll go ahead and reroute that traffic to force it to do the same thing organically. And again, you can see it's the same technique that we are utilizing with Steel City. Here you can see us, we are in the paid of course, we're page one, number one on page, Steel City Garage Doors, but then we're also, again, here in the maps because we utilize that paid traffic to boost our maps ranking. And then we're now, because we're already dominant in the maps, we're now rerouting that traffic organically. You can see we're now number 2, and we'll be number 1 here shortly. And we'll do the same thing in multiple niches, and we're also doing it in the automotive via local auto leads. But again, you know, video SEO services, we're number 1 in the world. You can see that our video here and our video here. And then we also do real estate, and so you can see our videos page 1, number 1 right here as well. We got multiple page 1 rankings, but those were the 3 tips for any car dealership to be able to increase their internet leads, because no matter what, we already know 90% of internet or car sales start online. And who do they trust? They trust Google. It's become a verb. They Google it. And so with Google's new emphasis on hyperlocal, you can now put yourself in a position to show up above car gurus or any one of the national dealerships, Auto Trader, Yelp, Enterprise. You can beat all of these car biz multi-million-dollar companies by utilizing Google's new hyperlocal partnership, and we're experts at putting people there, and that's what we do. We specialize at this, and you know, this will guarantee you instant traffic. Google divides that traffic between these now 4 individuals because it became so important. They saw the data and saw how much traffic is going through here that they now offer ads here, and so you'll be splitting it on this search between 4 individuals. But that's 480, which is 120 searches organically. Those are people that are calling you. You didn't have to bother them. They hopped on their computer, their device, their phone. They typed in used car dealers, and they're calling you wanting your services. Now, once you're here, obviously the next thing is the ratings, but that's a whole different animal. This individual right here is doing himself a disservice. He's telling everyone how bad he is, right? So he's got a 2.8, but that's a whole different aspect of the game. This were the 3 tips that you can utilize to improve your internet leads via your organic SEO. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, definitely PM me. I'm in the Millionaire Car Salesman group. If you're seeing this video and you're not in this group, but you are a car salesman, you are GM, you are a dealer, you need to come over here. You need to ask to join. You need to fill out those questions. There's 3 questions that Sean, the owner of the group, requires that you answer, and you must do that. So once you've done that, you'll go ahead and become a part of the group. There's over 10,000 dealers, GMs, and salesmen just like yourself, and they are all sharing a ton of information. I can't even scroll down here because we don't share the information publicly, and so this is a private group. All of that information stays private. So if you are not part of that group, you need to go ahead and definitely ask to join and tell them David sent you. And thank you guys so much. For those of you that are part of the group, I'm learning so much every single day on how to better help my dealers, my partners, my GMs do and interact and get more leads. So thank you so much, Sean Bradley, for putting this group together. It's instrumental on a lot of our growth, mine included. So David, owner of Local Auto Leads, out.